Okay, so this is our physics group 3, and we're doing chapter 7. I'm going to try to share my screen really quickly so that we can look at it. Um, Can you guys see it?
It just says your screen is being shared.
Oh, but you can't actually see it.
I don't see
Hmm.
anything.
Yeah, I know.
Black.
Oh, well, that's not very helpful.
Hold on.
Okay, why would that be? Okay, I'll do it a different way. Can you see it now? It's probably not what I want you to see, but that's okay.
Yeah,
Mhm.
it's the uh that is the
You can see it. You can see it now. Let me just
mhm.
pull up the chapter on here. So I won't be able to edit anything from on here, but we can at least all be reading the same thing.
Oh, that's cool. You can have it on your Mac too.
Oh, it's on everything. I'm obsessed with this app. Anyways. Okay, so here we are. Worksheet 7-1. I'll do the first four and then make sure that I select the correct answer for when we submit it later. So number one is the three principal parts of an X-ray imaging system are, I got C, the X-ray tube, the control console, and the high voltage generator.
Yep.
And you can see on there if I wrote on there where I found it. Actually in chapter 6, but still. Number two, the primary purpose of the glass envelope of an X-ray tube is to E, provide a vacuum. Just interrupt me if anyone disagrees. Number
I thought that
three,
was sorry to interrupt. I thought that one
no,
was
go ahead.
to ensure against electric shock. Or is that the protective cover?
I think
I
that's the
think that's a
housing.
protective, like the housing. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
We could check page 115 if you want.
Yeah,
No, I go ahead, Zach.
yeah, that's the protective housing. Because I think
Okay.
it says the protective housing helps prevent leakage radiation and electric shock.
Oh, okay. So yeah, that makes sense. It's the vacuum then.
Yeah, and that's actually the answer, I think, to the next one. So the protective housing of an X-ray tube is designed to, I put D, reduce the hazard of leakage radiation.
Mhm.
Yeah.
There you go.
Four, a diagnostic X-ray tube is an example of which of the following? And I put diode.
Yep.
Same.
Cool.
Okay, I'm gonna do five. The large filament is used during radiography when the heat load is, I have B, uh, high and visibility of detail is less important.
Yeah.
Makes sense. Yep.
Wait, did I highlight the wrong answer on mine?
Yeah,
Yeah, I think
I
I
have
did.
B, but you have
I'm
A.
gonna, no, I think yours is right. I think I just went too fast and didn't read. I will switch it before we turn it in.
Yeah, because it's the
Perfect.
smaller the filament, the better the spatial resolution, right?
Yeah,
Mhm.
100%. I think I was just going quickly. I was like, wait a minute. Perfect. Thanks, Ames.
Uh-huh. Okay, this one I kind of had a little issue with, but the focusing cup, I don't think mine's right.
I don't
Um,
know.
I was like debating between like because I know I was reading on 116, um, it's the filament that's made of the thoriated tungsten. Um, but I was thinking maybe C or D, or E, I'm sorry. I don't know. Um, I put D, but I know that's not the correct answer because as I was looking through it more, that's the filament, not the focusing cup. So, did anyone see this answer on like 116, 117 at all?
I got C.
I got C, but I mean, you can see where
Yeah.
I wasn't sure. Like, I was like, well, I think this is this, so it can't be. And this is, but
If
I don't know what that means. Is the grid in a grid controlled X-ray tube?
Well,
If-
wouldn't it make sense
Right
that
here. Sorry.
it's okay.
Go ahead, Andrew.
Oh, okay. I was just gonna say, isn't it more likely that the focusing cup is slightly positive with respect to the filament because that's why it's helping to catch all the electrons or oh wait.
That's what I put too.
I
Yeah.
actually just read the answer in
They're
the
for
book
B.
right now.
Yeah. Well,
It
it
says
seems
in a
like
grid controlled X-ray tube, the
Yeah,
focusing cup is the grid and therefore the
therefore the
exposure
exposure
switch.
switch.
Somehow I
Oh.
missed that earlier, but it's clear. It's right there on page
I just
117.
read that too. That's what I was going to say when Andrew started talking, but
I
Oh,
was like,
okay.
oh no.
there we
Okay,
go.
I
perfect.
believe it's that one. Yeah.
Yeah,
Um,
I erased my question mark.
and then 12, the cathode is, I have C, one of the two parts of it, diode. And then 14, the space charge effect. I have E occurs in the vicinity of the cathode. I felt like there were a few answers, but I don't know. It
Well,
looks like that's
so
what you got, but I don't know if that one
yeah,
was.
so it's not B because that's high MA.
Yeah.
And
Right?
it's
Is
it's
more
not
pronounced that
A
high
because it has
MA.
nothing to do with KVP. So it can't be A
Yeah.
or C.
And it doesn't occur in the anode. We know that for sure.
Right. Because it's negative,
Mhm.
right? Is it negative?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So kind of process of elimination. That was kind of what I was getting.
Nice. I
So
agree.
I got E. And I
Okay.
think that was it for the ones that I had.
Nice, Ames.
So
Alrighty. So that would be me. Let's
Oh
see.
gosh.
Let's see. For number one, stationary anode X-ray tube, I put E usually has a very small focal spot.
Agree.
Yeah.
Okay. And then the number two, the heel effect occurs because of I initially put A for a focusing cup, but it makes more sense, I think, if it's I think E, the X-ray absorption in the anode. Is that what you guys got too?
yeah.
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 100%.
Gotcha. Okay. Number three, the main reason for using the line focus principle. I put D, reduce focal spot size.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
then number five, X-ray intensity is higher on the cathode side than on the anode side because of which of the following. I put D, X-ray absorption in the anode.
Yep.
Nice. And you stole one of Angel's, so you're good there, Andrew.
Oh, shoot. Oh,
Thank you,
sorry.
Andrew.
Sorry, Angel.
Way to be an overachiever.
Oh, yeah. Ready, guys.
For
No,
number
good job.
six, sorry. Can I go?
Yes, please.
For number six, which of the following target angles is characteristic of a rotating anode X-ray tube? I put 10 at first, but then I just seen your answer, so I'm not sure if it's right.
I did too.
Yeah.
Actually,
Let's
I did
see.
put 10 because I wasn't sure because it's 5 to 20 degrees, or that's
Mhm.
what I read on page 122.
Yeah, it does say
Yeah.
5 to 20, so I just picked 20. I don't know how we could be.
I feel like both of those answers are correct.
Yeah, I do
Yeah.
too.
So,
Should I highlight them both?
yeah, sure.
So
All
we'll do
right.
that. For number
Perfect. I will
seven,
highlight. Go ahead, sorry.
sorry. for number 7, small target angles result in which of the following? I put a D, small focal spot size.
Correct.
Nice.
And then number 8, molybdenum is used for anode stem material because of which of the following? I put E, it is a poor thermal conductor.
Perfect.
And then
You're
that-
done.
That's
Yeah.
it.
Good job.
I'm not trying to steal anyone's questions.
Well, it was good though, because everyone has 3 or 4, so you still ended up doing 3. So good job. So the next one is on to Ceci.
Okay, so number 9, tungsten is a choice material for X-ray anodes because of its, I got A, high atomic number.
Yeah.
I'm trying to see if you got the same one. Yeah.
Yeah. She did.
And then 10, the effective focal spot is, I got C, smaller than the actual focal spot.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And then I think I have one more.
You do.
Okay. And then, sorry, 11, the heel effect, I put D, requires that the cathode be positioned to the thicker anatomy.
hmm
Yeah.
And I
And he
think,
said in his lecture, you could remember because cathode has a T and thicker has a T. So
Oh,
wrote
that's
that
a
on
good
there.
I
I
remember
remember
as fat
Fat
cat.
Cat, right?
Yeah.
Fat Cat.
Yeah.
I wish I
Oh,
remembered
that's
that the last
cute.
time.
Yeah.
I like
And I
that,
think,
fat cat.
I think that was my last question.
Perfect. Thank you.
Yeah, so my turn. For 13, which of the following is a component of an electromagnetic induction motor? I put the stator.
hmm
14, necessary properties of X-ray target material include which of the following? I put A, high melting point.
Nice.
And then for 15, which of the following is an advantage of the rotating anode tube over the stationary anode tube? And I put A, higher heat capacity.
Thank you, Chuck. That's where I learned all of this stuff. Nice, Natalie. Thank you. And then Zach, you have the last 4.
Yep. So 16, I put a question mark on this one. But the anode angle of the X-ray tube is increased to give which of the following? I put E, uniform X-ray intensity. But seeing that you put B and thinking about higher heat capacity,
But now I have
you
to go
know,
back and think. I don't even know.
I put E maybe because I feel like if you have less angle, do you get more heel effect or less?
It's more. So the less anode angle, the more heel effect.
Yeah.
So the angle has nothing, probably nothing to do with heat, right? It just has to do with the size
Yeah,
of the
because
focal
like
spot, and then
the rotating anode is the one that would be for heat dissipation, and then that's the reason why we use the rotating versus the stationary, right?
Yeah. Um, but
does everyone agree E? We'll go with E.
is that what everybody got or no?
I left this one blank because I was still going back and forth and I was trying to find in the book and I couldn't find anything, but I am
Yeah,
leaning a little bit more towards E.
Yeah.
I would agree also.
I
Not
agree.
100%
Okay.
because I haven't found it either, but it makes more
Yeah.
sense.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Well, because the heel effect on its own, it's the less X-ray intensity on the anode side of the useful beam caused by absorption in the heel of the target. So that means anode less intensity. So I would get it if the angle is increased, making it more of a uniform. I don't know. That's just my way how I'm like thinking about it, but I'm probably
Yeah.
completely wrong.
And I know it's not A because as you decrease your angle, you get a smaller focal spot. So that's not
Yeah,
that
for
wouldn't have to
sure.
do with increased angle.
I feel like E makes sense. So.
Yeah,
Mm.
Yeah.
I was kind of debating between B and E as well. So
I think it's E.
E
Yeah.
sounds more correct, I think, now that I like look at it more.
Okay.
I'm gonna
Um,
agree with you. Go with E.
okay.
Thank you.
Yeah. So on to 18, as the anode target angle increases, kind of ties into our last one. A, effective focal spot size increases. And then B is not correct because heel effect becomes less pronounced. Doesn't have anything to do with KBP increasing. And then central ray, maybe D, but I thought A was the most correct answer.
I think it's A.
Yeah.
I think it's A.
Okay. 20, which of the following is not a function of the anode? I put D, thermionic emission, because that's on the cathode side.
Mm-hmm.
And all the rest of them are associated with the anode, obviously. And then 21, which of the following is the principal hurdle in the design of an X-ray anode for high capacity radiologic techniques? I put A, heat dissipation. It mentions a lot in this chapter when talking about the anode about how to control heat, with what, like the materials of the anode, the oil, everything else. I mean, the oil doesn't have to do with the anode, obviously, but it talks a lot about heat dissipation. And then B and C, I think, are related to cathode. Rotating speed doesn't seem to be a principal hurdle. They have that pretty much figured out at about, what, 10,000 RPMs?
Mm-hmm.
And then X-ray intensity, I don't really see that being a principal hurdle of the anode.
I feel like you're right. It was in one of his lectures also. I just didn't have like a page number, but I'm pretty sure like he said that verbatim at some point. Wow. And then look at that. There were no questions over here.
Fast.
So I think that's it for chapter 7. Did anyone have any questions on anything else or clarification or anything? I think I corrected the answers to submit, so that should be good.
Yeah, I think we're good. I feel like that was
Yeah.
pretty
It
good.
was nice to have a shorter one on spring break, so I appreciate that.
Yeah.
All right, so I will stop recording. Oh no, I don't know how. Hold on. I'll stop sharing and then and then I'm going to stop recording. All right, thank you everybody.